We're going to have him do one more wide turn. Okay, and now chase us in. He's in? Woo! Wow. Hello everybody, and welcome back to our ARK Survival Evolved Primal Fear guide. This is episode number 5. My name is Rick Dangerous and I'm 35 years old.
My name is Ellie and I'm 7 years old. And my name is Clementine and I'm 5 years old.
Awesome. So I have my two little helpers here with me today. And in the last episode, we tamed an Alpha Mantis, which was very, very stressful. We got caught up in a heat wave. I got a debuff for the heat wave. It got to the point where our vision got blurred, and it was really tough. But we got the Alpha Mantis. We got back to base safely. So just to quickly talk about what I did off camera between episode number 4 and this episode, I went out and I harvested more berries and seeds using the Styracosaurus. I collected rock carrots and savor roots from that place where they naturally spawn next to our base. And I went back to that little cave and got a bunch of crystal. I did not go out and kill enemies yet. I want to make sure I do that on camera all the time. I did repair my metal tools like my pick and my hatchet and my bow and things like that. I cooked some meat on the fire because we were really low on meat. I made this storage chest here just to store all our extra berries. We have so many berries. We have stacks of 10,000. They just kind of take up space in the Primal Smithy. And I want the Primal Smithy to just at a quick glance be able to see what's in there. So I did leave one stack of 10,000 of every berry. But the extras I put over in this berry chest. And then I also made this chest here. And this is just full of all of my trank and taming materials, whether it's kibble or weapons or spears or darts. I'm just going to keep all my taming materials in one place so at a quick glance I can kind of see what I need for the task at hand.
Your dodos laid a lot of eggs.
My dodos did lay a lot of eggs. They've been laying so many eggs. If we look here in the Primal Smithy, we have 69 alpha eggs, and we have 72 toxic eggs and 68 dodo eggs. So many eggs. I don't even pick them up anymore all the time. Alright, I also crafted 4 more stone gateways. I already had 4 earlier. I tried to make a trap to catch the Griffon. That kind of failed. But we might make a really big trap when we go try to tame a Fire Griffin. So I'm going to put these stone gateways and gates in my taming chest. Oh, real quick before I forget, there was a bunch of trilobites just outside my base. They drop a lot of good materials that are kind of hard to get. They drop oil, and they drop silica pearls, chitin. So before we jump into this episode, I do want to go harvest those real quick. And I just, like I said, I didn't want to kill things off camera. I want to kind of make that a point in this playthrough that I'm not going to do that type of stuff off camera. And the Griffon, I think, actually can harvest these. So not only can it kill it, but it'll be able to harvest it too. Now the Griffon does really low damage. So let's go ahead and get out our pike here. So in this episode, we are going to put a saddle on our Griffon. Or, I'm sorry, a saddle on our Mantis. Yeah, that's a lot of good resources. And we are going to go kill enemies, dinos, for their blood and for their hide. This Griffon is kind of annoying. Alright. Oh, there's a nice... This is going to be our first crate, I think. Our first loot drop that we got. Oh, it just went away right as we were going to go get it. That's unfortunate. Alright. That's the other thing I'm intentionally not doing. I'm not collecting crates off camera either. I don't want you guys to come back after an episode and I'm all geared up with all this stuff and it's like, well, where the heck did he get that? I want to, you know, do everything on camera. So these trilobites were not going to be part of the episode, but they're just too hard to pass up. Okay, I think this might be the last one. And then we'll go get that saddle for our Alpha Mantis. Let's see here. Let's get back on our Griffin. This Griffin is actually a pretty terrible mount right now for this mod. We really need a Fire Griffin. But it's important to have because, like you saw in the last episode, I can shoot arrows off its back without getting off. That's really the main reason we're using it. It's not really that powerful to attack things. Its glide is kind of good, but my Pteranodon is really faster than the Griffin. And I don't know why, but right now he's just acting weird and running away. But that's enough trilobites. Let's get back to the task at hand. So let's go back to our cave here. So we're gonna... Yep, this is our cave. So I did... I was gonna wait to level the Mantis on camera. He gained a bunch of levels just sitting here. Like as time passes, they gain levels. So what I did do was he gained like 10 levels just sitting here. I put all his stats in health to give it time to slowly regenerate his health. That way we started this episode off with full health. I am going to switch over to strictly melee damage probably now, but I wanted him to have pretty high health and survivability. So I did look off camera. We actually have just enough hide to make this saddle. All the Alpha saddles and the Fable saddle, that's Apex, Primal, they're all crafted in the Primal Smithy. So you can either go by folder and open saddles and then Alpha, and this lists all the Alpha creature saddles. But I'm just going to type in Alpha Mantis in the search, and that's the easiest way to find the Alpha Mantis saddle. And you can see we have 11 hide more than what we needed. We have 251 and we needed 40 Alpha hide. And you could say that's lucky that we have just enough, but that's why we killed every single Alpha Dodo that we saw during the playthrough. They were easy to kill, they dropped loot bags, but also they dropped the hide we need for these saddles. So that was very important that we did that. So I've moved the saddle over to my inventory, and we're going to put it on the Mantis. You can see he has a hands and a saddle, and also a costume. We put the saddle on the saddle slot, so now we can actually ride him. He's very fast.
And he can jump far.
He can jump. With the right mouse button, he can jump really far.
And you have a costume for him?
Well, I don't have a costume, but if we loot one, we can put it on him. So now, in his hand slot, we can put almost any tool or weapon. We can put swords, and you actually have to drag it into his inventory first. So I drag it into his inventory and then onto his hands. And now he's carrying 2 swords, even though we only put 1 in. And that just increases his melee damage now that he has a weapon. If we press F to go to his inventory, we can take the sword out. We can put a pickaxe in. Now he can harvest... Like, let's go ahead and break one of these rocks here. 279 flint and almost 100 stone, like, immediately. We can give him the hatchet. Let's go ahead and press F. Put the hatchet in here. Now he's harvesting a lot of stone. 450 stone with hardly any work at all. That's what's going to be awesome about this Mantis. He is just going to be a huge resource collector. And this is without even upgrading melee damage yet. So if we upgrade melee damage strictly, he's going to harvest a lot more resources per hit. So this is going to be great. Let's go ahead and put those resources, and I'm going to upgrade melee damage again. Let's take those resources out. We're going to give him, I think, a pike to begin with. So let's take our pike out of our inventory and give it to the Mantis. And we'll take the metal tools out for now and just put them back on our hotbar. And we'll take the sword and put that on our hotbar where our pike was. So we have a Mantis now with a pike. 2 pikes. The other thing I wanted to try out is we have these primal pikes that you can make from the Primal Fear mod. And they have narcotics on the tip. I've never tried before, but I'm wondering if the Mantis can carry the Primal Pike. It looks like it can't. Okay, so that answers that question. That would have been pretty cool because the Mantis would be able to knock out enemies. But we can't do that. So we're going to give him the normal pike. What we need now is... Oh, and also the Mantis collected Apex blood. The Mantis that we tamed already had Apex blood in his inventory. So he must have killed like some Apex scorpions nearby. So we have 21 Apex blood. And what that means is if we search for narcotics in the Primal Smithy, we had already made a couple alpha-infused toxic narcotics because we had alpha blood, but now we have Apex blood. So we can make Apex-infused toxic narcotics, which are 36 times more powerful than a normal narcotic. And we can put that in a dart casing to have basically one dart do 36 times torpor. Now, to make that, we need toxic narcotics. So if we hover over toxic narcotics, you can see here we have the rare mushrooms and the rare flowers that we need to make it, but we have no more toxic blood left. We used all of our toxic blood to make the Alpha Kibble. So that's why we tamed the Alpha Mantis first. We need to go get toxic blood. And we're also going to need, if we go to our consumables and kibble, we already have the ability to tame alpha creatures once we get more toxic blood. But we're also able to make elemental kibble and tame elemental creatures. All we need is some cooked prime meat, and we already have the alpha blood for it. Now, it wouldn't hurt to get a lot more alpha blood. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take the Mantis, and we're going to go kill stuff. And we're going to get toxic blood. We're going to kill toxic creatures. We're going to get alpha blood by killing alpha creatures. And we're also going to kill some of those brachiosauruses to get primal meat, or cook prime. We're going to kill them to get prime meat, and then we're going to cook it. So we're going to go on a killing spree right now, and it's going to be fun because this whole playthrough so far, we were always the weakest thing on the map, and everything was out to kill us. And finally, we are going to be pretty strong here, and we're going to go get to kill some things. So let me go ahead and empty my inventory. I'm going to drop the feces. I'm not going to bring my taming stuff quite yet because our objective isn't going to be to tame. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to fill my water skin first.
You have different a sword.
Yeah, I can give him a sword. Yes, Ellie.
And you're not the easiest thing to kill on the map because dodos are easy.
That's true. We did kill a lot of dodos, but other than that, we were pretty weak. So, the most important thing right now is to not lose this Alpha Mantis. So, a primal tech creature or origin creature could very easily kill us, and maybe even one hit. Now, I did upgrade health quite a bit. But let's just take it simple right now. Scout our surroundings. I know we can kill a Pteranodon pretty easily. 971 damage. I know we can kill a Triceratops pretty easily. His stamina is really good too. So 2 hits and the Triceratops is down. He also harvests the corpse, which is great. So he hasn't really leveled up much at all other than just passive experience for standing around. So since he's such an early level right now, he's going to be leveling up quite a bit early on. Wow, these Ovises drop a lot of materials. So every now and then we're going to stop and we're going to level up our melee damage. Okay. This is where the fun begins, kids. So let's go ahead and take this guy out for the prime meat. And I think jumping might be faster than running. I'm not quite sure. Again, we don't want to lose our Mantis, so we don't want to accidentally take on something that's too strong. So now he's doing 1,000 per hit, which is just insane. Look at all this prime meat. Diplodocus should be easy kill. Now we got to be careful with that fabled Brachiosaurus. We don't want to run into him by accident. So all that time last episode, to the viewers, I apologize you had to look for 20 minutes at that glaring sandstorm and heat wave, but it was so worth it because we have a max level Alpha Mantis. and the rewards are now paying off. Our character is also going to level up pretty quickly now that we're killing so many things. So back to the task at hand. We definitely need to kill toxic creatures and alpha creatures because we need their blood. So we're going to make it a point to seek those out. I don't know why the SpyGlass wasn't telling me what he was until we got so close, but we're just going to kill everything. Now, when you kill special types of creatures like alpha and toxic and fabled, it seems hit or miss if their loot drop goes straight into your dino's inventory, or sometimes it drops a baggie. So every time you kill a special dino, make sure you check the ground beneath him to see if he drops a baggie. Okay, Alpha Brachiosaurus. I think we can actually take him. We do have to be careful in this water. That was kind of dangerous. We don't want like a Megalodon or something to come kill us. So let's start with the easy Triceratops. And I'm going to just clear things out in order to make it simple, to clear my surroundings. Okay. Level up. So we have an alpha. It might be 2 or 3 alphas. I'm not quite sure. So we do have to be careful here that we don't lose our mantis. Our mantis's health is pretty high right now. Let's try this quick. So that's a normal brachio that I was hitting. There's the alpha. The normal one's running away right now. So let's go finish him off. And that jump attack looks like when it hit him, it did double the damage. Let's try that real quick. So we do a jump. Oh, it does like a crit when you jump at it. That's awesome. So we can actually like jump into the alpha and then jump away. So he didn't damage us too bad when he hit us. So we just got 40 alpha blood and a lot of alpha hide. So again, this is where taking the time to tame dodos, taking the time to get the eggs, taking the time to tame this is really paying off right now. 13 levels from that. 40 alpha blood, 188 alpha hide. We almost have enough alpha hide to get another saddle for another alpha creature. Now, I might tame some more alpha creatures, but we're already to the point now where we can tame elemental. We have the alpha blood now, and we have the prime meat that we needed. Now, this is a primal tech creature. Normally, these are very, very dangerous, but since it's a parasaur, it's a one-shot kill. And wow, look at all that. Metal ingots, 5. Wow, look at this. We got, oh, the pike is broken. I didn't even notice that. I wonder how long ago the pike broke. So the mantis is actually just swinging with his bare hands right now. That's kind of funny. Let's put a sword in there for now. Lots of toxic blood. Black pearls. Wow, we got a lot of stuff. I wonder how long the pike's been broken. I hadn't really noticed. So let's go around and kill a little bit more. There's a turtle stuck in the rocks.
How is he stuck?
I'm not quite sure. I guess since we're dealing so much damage and swinging so often, these swords and pikes and stuff are going to break probably pretty often. So yeah, the right click jump attack is just insane. It does like a crit damage that really really does a lot of damage. Okay, there's a raptor up there. There was a primal tech up there earlier, so we do got to be careful with that. That's just an alpha. This is a toxic, so that's good. This is easy toxic blood and stuff. That might be the primal tech up there, I'm not sure. Boy, it feels so good to kill a raptor in one hit. Or an alpha raptor in one hit. This is just insane. Again, our biggest threat right now is we know there was a primal tech raptor up that way earlier in the game in a different episode. We don't want to get cocky and run up there and then accidentally die and lose everything.
And the mantis. And then you have to go in the desert again.
Exactly, and we do not want to go tame another mantis. That was so stressful. That sandstorm and everything was just insane. But this is so fun. I could just spend the whole episode killing stuff and I'd be happy. Whoops.
What is the mantis?
Well, he might be able to kill a primal tech. I don't know. Look at all these fish. Wow, that's a lot of fish. Yeah. I didn't realize so many fish spawned in this little lake here. So let's check our level up. 2 levels from that. Alright. Yeah, this ovis seemed to drop a lot. And I think maybe switching to the hatchet on the mantis would harvest the enemies better, but I think it's just a waste of time. I'm just going to leave the... So the sword broke already, so that's interesting. We're going to have to get like a high level weapon to give the mantis so it doesn't damage so easy. Wow, that was so relieving to just be able to go out there and just decimate things. Alright, let's take the mantis back. So what I've been doing is I've been parking the Styracosaurus right next to the Primal Smithy, so it's easy to unload those huge heavy stacks of berries. But now we'll leave that spot for the mantis. So I'm going to park the Styracosaurus over here. Actually, I'll park him closer to the feeding troughs just so he has berries. I'll just park him right here. And then when we come in from playing with the mantis, we'll unload him next to the smithy. And I just stand on top, and that way I can transfer everything at once. So I'm going to put the broken tools in my taming folder for now. Just so we don't forget that they are broken. And then I'm going to take the blueprints out and put those in a folder. Oh, we got another armor piece. Oh no, it's a blueprint. Oh well. So we'll put the blueprints in this folder just for a minute. We got a taming helper, which is great. We'll put that in the folder. Alright. Wow, we got a lot of cool stuff. So we're going to take the raw meat. I know we need that. Alright, so what we'll do, and we'll take the relic out of him, we're going to transfer all out of the mantis, and you can see we're pretty encumbered. Then we look down at the smithy, and we transfer it all back into the smithy. Now the nice thing is I put this stuff in a folder so it wouldn't accidentally get transferred when I did transfer all. So first things first, let's put the relic back in the mantis in case we ever need to pick him up. We're going to go to our taming chest, and we're going to put this tame helper in. We're going to go to our fire, our campfire, and we're going to start cooking this prime meat, because we need that for kibble. We're going to, we also need the prime meat to make cooked prime meat jerky. So let's get that cooking. And then we did get some blueprints. I have a little chest over here for blueprints.
What do blueprints do?
So blueprints, like this flak chest piece, we can't really put it on yet, but it gives us the ingredients to craft it and make it. So if we wanted to make it, we could. But we're not going to do it quite yet. This one's actually pretty cheap to make. We could make this one. Alpha flak boots. Let's go ahead and do that now. So we're going to put the alpha flak boot blueprint in the smithy. Right click on it and say craft one. Then we'll take the boots out and the blueprint and we'll put the boots on us. Oh, I forgot to mention, off camera I did make chitin armor since it's so cheap to make, just to help us with being cold all the time. Awesome. So now we have some really good armor too. Good catch, Clementine. It was worth actually crafting that. We need to yes.
Get the blueprint to make the shirt.
Yeah, exactly. We need to repair. Oh, we need hide to repair this stuff. And hide we were very low on, but now that we went and killed stuff, we have 3,000 hide now. That's insane. We had like no hide, and now we have a ton. So we'll repair the sword, repair the pike. The mantis doesn't even need these really, so I'll keep them on me. The mantis just breaks them so quickly. Alright, so now that we got the bloods that we needed, let's check this out. So if we go to consumables, drugs, and narcotics, now we can make toxic narcotic because we have 105 toxic blood, whereas before we started this episode we had 0. So we have enough rare mushrooms to make 26 toxic narcotics. I don't want to use up all my rare mushrooms right away, so I'm only going to craft 20 so we have some mushrooms left over. Okay, so now that we have toxic narcotics, now that's an ingredient in alpha infused narcotic, which uses alpha blood, or apex infused narcotic, which uses apex blood. So we're going to go straight to apex. I want to quickly check what kibble uses apex blood to see if we need to save any. So if we go to kibble and hover over apex kibble, that uses alpha blood. Special kibble uses apex blood. We're not quite ready for special kibble yet. So we can actually use up all this apex blood to make high level tranks. So we'll make all 20. So we're making 20 apex infused toxic narcotics. And now if we type in dart and go to our darts that we can make, now we can make apex tranquilizing darts, because we already have the empty dart casings from last episode, and now we have 20 apex infused narcotics. So we are making 20 apex trank darts, and these are going to be super powerful. Alright, so our limiting factor right now on making more trank darts really comes down to rare mushrooms and rare flowers. That's what we're going to run out first. And also we need cementing paste to really tier up and start getting some higher end items and things. So I'm going to do an episode strictly on cementing paste, rare mushrooms, and rare flowers. And that's going to involve beaver dams and maybe going to the swamp to get rare mushrooms. Now the thing is, a Fire Griffin is going to make that so much easier, because we're going to be able to kill all the beavers with a Fire Griffin and then loot their beaver dams. That's why I didn't go to beaver dams yet to get cementing paste. I wanted to wait until we had the right type of dino to really help us do it easily. So we have the high-end trank arrows now. So we're going to bring those into our inventory.
Why is there an egg there?
I think it rolled there from the dodos. That egg is there. We're going to bring a couple pickup relics. We're going to bring our trap. So we're actually going to go try to tame a Fire Griffin real quick, and before we end the episode. So we need Elemental Kibble to do that. So we have all our darts. We have our long neck rifle. I'll put our high-end darts on the rifle. We have our trap. Now we just need the kibble. So let's go back to the Primal Smithy. Consumables, kibble. And to make elemental kibble, we need cooked prime meat. We have that on the fire. We have 17. I'm going to go ahead and put a few in here to start making the jerky. So there we have 4 jerky queued up. I'll put 4 in here. Put the rest in the smithy. And now we can make the elemental kibble. So consumables, kibble, elemental. We can actually craft 9. That's insane. We have so much alpha eggs is why. Our limiting factor right now is actually the cooked meat, which we're making more of it. So let's go ahead and get 3 elemental kibble, and we'll bring that with us. And just one more last gear check before we go. We have our stone trap. We have 3 elemental kibble to tame it. We have high-end trank darts and a couple lower-end trank darts. So we have everything we need. We're going to take the Griffon instead of the Pteranodon, just because the Griffon's health power is so much higher. I did level up health on the Griffon quite a bit.
What does the Griffon do?
He flies and glides, and you can shoot trank arrows from his back.
He says, ah?
Yeah, he does say that. Alright, we're going to pull open the map, and we are going to go look for Fire Griffins in the canyon. So I have my arrow pointed towards the canyon. It's at about 40-40 on the map. I have to remember, this is a low-level Griffin. It's not a Fire Griffin or an Elemental. So I have to remember his stamina is not great. So we're going to have to constantly remember to land and replenish our stamina. Okay, let's go ahead and eat and take care of that. I did also, I think I learned from last episode, the reason
What's that?
I think those are just for show, those crystals, to make it look nice. The reason our Griffin was having so much trouble during that sandstorm and heat wave in the last episode is I think it drains his stamina, or it doesn't allow the stamina to replenish as quickly. And that was adding to the stress of trying to tame that mantis. So, ooh, that loud noise is always a bad sign. That means there's like an origin creature nearby, or a primal or something. We're freezing cold because we're going straight over the snow biome. But I just want to take the quickest shot all the way to the canyon. So we're just going to fly right over it. And again, if you guys want to jump ahead like 2 minutes in the video to the viewers, feel free. This is just me flying to the canyon, so it'll be a little bit. That loud noise is bad news. I'm going to get as high as possible and check that out. Oh, wow. It's a ice... I forget the name, an ice wyvern nest that we flew over. So that's a good example where you don't want to run out of stamina at the wrong spot. We definitely want to try to land well before we're low on stamina. All these loud noises. Is that more? Oh my goodness, we just flew over another nest. We need to be very careful. Oh, there's another nest. This is bad. We're so low on stamina. No!
No! What's that? Okay, that's not good.
Yep, that's not good.
Okay, I think you're gonna die.
We're gonna be okay.
Really?
Yeah. I leveled up his health quite a bit. Let's see if this stamina regenerates. Is it regenerating? It is slowly. We have a lot of health though. So as long as we keep monitoring our health, we can make a run for it. We're almost done being frozen, so now's a good time to make a run for it. Dive, glide, get out of there. Woo!
Good.
Kiddos.
That was bad.
That was really bad. That was super, super dangerous. I really, ooh, is that a Fire Griffin? Alpha Griffin.
It would be nice to tame that.
It would be nice. Okay, let's get over to this pillar and land and let our health regenerate a little bit and such. So bad play on my part to fly over the ice biome like that. That was kind of risky, but I was trying to take the quickest way to the canyon so the viewers didn't have to watch me fly around the map all day. But the good thing is I spent all our health points, or all our level up points on the Griffin in health, so he was able to withstand all of those wave runs. And I've lately been upgrading my health. And also Clementine reminded me to craft blueprints, so that extra armor also helped. So even though we sat there and took a lot of damage, we were able to take it in until the Griffin had enough stamina.
What's in there?
I think there's a cave down there. Alright, so let's go ahead and open our DinoTracker. And let's check if there's any Fire Griffins nearby. There are not. I really should sit here and let my health replenish. Although eating will do that as well. Alright, let's take a quick look around and see if we can find a Fire Griffin. When you're in the canyon, you want to fly really high because there's origin Spinos that spawn down there, and demonic Spinos and things like that, and they can actually kill you from really far away, even if they're not attacking you. Okay, there's another Alpha Griffin. That's not quite what we want. Okay, I'm going to eat just now and then to try to replenish some of this health. Okay, there is a Fire Griffin, level 145. So that is exactly what we want. We're going to try the trap method. So we're going to build the trap somewhere where there's not many other enemies that spawn. This looks actually like a good spot. There's just Ankylosauruses nearby. They're pretty passive. Let's just fly up and look one more time. Make sure nothing's over the edge here. I think this is a pretty safe spot for the trap, and it's really close to the Fire Griffin. So we're going to land here. Okay, make sure our mount doesn't run away. And I'm just going to go to number 7. And we're just going to start placing these. Whoops, I have my DinoTracker selected. Okay, so 7. 7. We're just going to place these in a long row. Now, I made the mistake last time where they were too spread out and the Griffin could run through them. But this should be a nice tight seal where the Griffin can't get through. We're going to leave this door on auto open and close. And then we're going to set this door on manual. So the idea is we're going to get the Griffin to follow us. We're going to fly through this door. He's going to chase us in. That door is going to open and close. Then he's going to be stuck. And then we need to fly around here and manually close that door to get him stuck in there. Easier said than done. I do want to level up. What is that? A Kentosaurus? Was like, came out from under the ground. I don't really know what happened there. Oh, another one. Are they just randomly spawning?
Were they nice?
I don't think so.
Aww.
I don't want them to get in the way when we try to tame this thing.
Yes, I'm too. Are they fighting me?
They are fighting back. This Griffin doesn't do that much damage. What did you find, Clarky? Alright, so this is slowing us up a little, but it's going to be worth killing these first. Before we try to tame the Griffin. I don't really know what happened there. They just kind of spawned out of nowhere.
Why did they want to spawn there? They didn't know that you would do.
I don't know. I think it was just bad luck. Alright. We're just going to take the time to do this safely. Let's get our stamina back.
What's that?
Okay, now we have an Argentavis. I don't know if he's attacking us or attacking... Oh, his health goes back up faster than we can kill it, I think. Maybe not. Alright. Let's level up our health and our stamina. Okay. Let's try to get this Griffin before more things spawn. I'm just going to eat a bunch of food to...
But you should do that, because maybe the Griffin will think that you're trying to feed it.
So you want me to get rid of it first?
That.
Okay.
So maybe that. So he doesn't.
Clementine says I should harvest this corpse first so the Fire Griffin doesn't try to get it. Oh no. Come back, buddy. These Griffins are very hard to ride. They always want to jump off, and then their turn radius is terrible, so it's hard to get back on them. Alright, here we go. How's our health? Stamina?
Maybe you should...
We're gonna go for it, Clementine. Here we go. Let's find this Griffin. Was he down here, I think? Yeah. Fire Griffin. We are gonna lure him into the trap. Okay.
Is he chasing you?
He's chasing. He's still chasing. We're going to do a wide turn because these guys turn very slowly. Okay. It'll be incredible if this works on the first try. Okay. Close. Okay. E. Hang on. It's okay. It's okay, Clementine. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
Did you kill it?
No, he killed our bird. It's okay. We're gonna be okay.
What's gonna happen?
We're gonna tame this thing. You're okay. We're gonna get it. Am I not hitting it? Okay, I hit it once. Hit it again. Again. Okay, we have an RG after us, so we have to be careful with that. Let's see here. Trying to decide what our best play here is. We definitely don't want to miss any more shots. So we have to make sure we hit him. I don't know why our gun isn't shooting. Maybe it's because I'm moving when I try to shoot. Let's try this again. There we go.
Did you almost that kid?
We're trying. We're going to need to get him in the trap, I think. So, because otherwise he's going to run off once he gets low on torpor. So when he circles around here one last time, we're going to make a run for it. Okay, so we need him to do a wide turn. We're okay. We're going to use these rocks. We're going to have him do one more wide turn. Okay, and now chase us in. He's in. Woo! Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I can't believe that worked.
But
I can't believe that worked, Clementine. Woo!
He's playing fly though.
He is spraying fire. We need to make sure we don't miss any more of these shots because we're not going to have enough trank arrows to pull this off if we keep missing shots. So let's go ahead and get our health back. So, yeah, it is. So what I was trying to do was I was trying to let him keep circling around the trap, and I was going to just attack him from there. But then I realized it was too hard to hit him, and also when we inevitably got his torpor at a certain height, he would have flew away, and it would have just been all waste. So I knew we had to get him in the trap. That was the only way we were going to tame this guy. And fortunately, I was able to do a sneaky maneuver where I lured him into the trap. So we're not doing much damage, but we're doing enough. Okay, let's switch over to these now. And then let's switch over to these. Oh, I missed. I don't know what's going on there. He's doing some sort of unique ability. He's down. Okay, we put the Elemental Kibble in him. I did not bring that tame helper. I should have. But that's okay. I cannot believe we pulled that off. We have to be very careful now that an enemy doesn't come by and eat him. I should have brought the tame helper with me. But yeah, this is going to be huge if we can get him. We lost our Griffin died. So it was make or break here. We either had to get this one or not. Otherwise, there's no way we would have got back to base. I do have 5 arrows left, 5 darts, and I am saving those in case another dino comes up here and tries to eat our tame. I'll be prepared to hop out and trank that dino. So, yeah, a mistake on my part that I didn't bring the tame helper, otherwise he would be up right away. But we'll give it 2 more minutes here, and if he doesn't pop up, then I will edit the video to jump ahead to when he does pop up. So we're about maybe 50 minutes into the episode. This would be a good time to end it, but I would like to see you guys see it hop up and fly it back to base, and then that'll be the end of the episode. So Clementine, was that pretty exciting, huh? Yeah?
Yeah.
What was fun about it? Just the craziness, trying to
No.
jump around and not get... You were screaming, weren't you? You were scared. I was scared. Yeah, my heart was beating out of my chest.
Is he not eating?
He will eventually.
Alright.
Yeah, we're just so close. We'll give it one more minute. I really would have liked the viewers to be able to see this, the full tame, without any edits, but... Alright, well let's go ahead and end the episode, and then we'll start the next episode with the Griffin back at our base. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Oh, hey, here he is. I am not going to spend the time to disassemble the trap right now. I can come back and get that later. Let's just get back to base real quick. So this Griffin is going to have a lot more stamina. If I switch to my pike and back, I'll be able to glide. So this Griffin has 4,400 stamina. So we are no longer have to worry about running out of stamina. And I'm going to do an epic glide here to get back to base very quickly, since this guy has so much stamina. You can see we barely put a dent in the stamina. And we haven't even leveled up any movement speed yet. He's only going to get faster and faster. So another huge success in this episode. We did not die at all. We did lose our Griffin, but we got a Fire Griffin out of the deal. I see the lighthouse in the distance. That looks like a lava cave.
No, like there's something big in the water.
Oh. The sun glare, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, this gliding is just amazing. This Griffin hasn't even been leveled at all, so we're gonna, upgrade his movement speed and his melee damage. Yeah, he leveled just from us flying around. Wow. Huge success. No deaths. We haven't had a single death in this playthrough. Not since level 1 when we first spawned in. We spawned into an alpha creature, but since level 1 we've had absolutely no deaths. We got our first elemental creature. This is great. So thank you everybody for watching. We'll pick it up here in episode number 6. Take care.